Previously on episode 171 of the Overtalking Podcast.
Who is Cousin Mike?
Oh no. This is not going to be good. We don't really talk to Cousin Mike very much. Almost seems like CJ's doing this intentionally to sabotage the show. This is my cousin Mike Ditka.
Hey,
Like the Mike Ditka?
well, it was named after Mike Ditka. It's a family name. We're big Bears fans.
It's a family name?
It's a family name, yeah.
Ditka?
Yeah. He's the real Mike Ditka is actually my cousin, funny enough, on the other side, not related to you, Eric. I will say we don't really stay in touch with that part of the family, even though I am named after him. We don't really stay in contact much.
And I don't know if you've noticed this, but I mean, your voices are indistinguishable.
Yeah.
Oh, is that so? I don't. People tell me that. I can't even hear it myself. I don't.
I was
people
watching
like,
the
oh,
movie.
you got a Chicago accent. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? Where are you living these days, by the way?
Oh, still Chicago.
Yeah, no,
Born
duh.
and raised. Love it.
Yeah.
Here.
I wasn't
Greatest
sure.
city in the world.
And now, on with the show.
Oh, hey, Lauren. Looks like we beat Ken and CJ.
Yeah, that's weird. CJ's usually pretty prompt, but yeah. How you been?
Been better. You heard about this COVID thing?
Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
It's really putting a wrench in my whole life.
It's kind of a buzzkill, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Well, how long should we wait, you think? Is this like if the teacher doesn't show up in the first 15 minutes, we get to leave kind of thing?
That's the dream. Maybe let me text him. Oh, Ken texted us. He says, "I'm on vacation. Later, losers." Seems really rude.
Okay, rude.
Okay. What about CJ? Have you heard from him today or?
Let's see. Oh yeah. He says, "Sorry guys, I forgot to mention that I can't make it either."
Wait, what are we doing here?
Oh shit. Oh no. He
What?
says, "Don't worry. I set you up with Overtalking superfan Cousin Mike." Fuck.
Oh no. Have I met
Oh
Mike?
no, he's joining the Zoom now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's me, cousin Mike.
Hey, Cousin Mike.
Hey,
Nice to meet
So
you, Mike.
good to see you.
hey, Lauren. Very nice to meet you as well. I don't know if you know this. I'm actually familiar with their work. I've been to some of your improv shows that you and CJ were in. Real good stuff.
Thank you. It's really good to meet you. I always love meeting a member of the family. You all are great.
So I assume Ken and CJ have sort of given you the rundown here that they can't make it, so I'm taking over. And so should we go ahead and get started? We all good?
Sorry, neither of them are coming?
Oh, yeah,
so it's
no,
just
they sort of
us?
gave me the reins here. Between you and me, I'm sort of thinking this is kind of like a tryout that they might be asking me to take over or be like a third co-host kind of thing. I'm really
Oh,
excited
did they
about
say
it.
that
Oof.
explicitly?
I
No,
would not get your hopes up about that.
No, I don't know that they said that explicitly, but I'm kind of reading between the lines, if you know what I mean. They tell you what we're going to discuss and all that, or
No, nope.
no.
Oh boy. Have you seen any good documentaries lately, or I don't know.
Yeah, watch
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, actually, I saw this great one about this Chicago band, the Blue Jean Committee. Have you guys heard of them?
Do you mean the documentary now show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
this
Netflix.
2-part documentary. Helen Mirren introduces it, which was like amazing. I can't believe they got her to do some documentary about this rock band in Chicago. But so you guys have seen that one. Why don't we do that?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. Your word is Chicago. Here we go.
Oh. Okay. I guess we're tag teaming this.
Okay, Eric, you're moving to Chicago soon, ideally? That's the hope?
Yeah, I'm coming up to Chicago. Yeah, it seems like a cool city. You live there, huh?
I do live here pretty
Hey,
close.
shut up.
Oh.
Shut up for a second. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast. It's me, Cousin Mike. This is the show where we talk over movies and TV shows. Ken and CJ are not here. I'm taking the reins. And with me, I have the wonderful, my cousin Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hey, cousin Mike.
And
So
Lauren
happy to be here.
Showen, Overtalking Superstar.
That's nice. Thanks.
So, yeah, what's up, Mike?
Oh, what's new with me? I'm so happy you asked. Thank you. Well, as you know, I used to work at the Vienna Beef Factory, which is closed down on Damon.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but don't fret. I've taken my sausage skills somewhere else. I'm now up in Lincoln Square at Jeans.
Oh, well, congrats on the new job. That's great.
Hey, thanks so much.
And I do know that is a real place, so that's interesting.
That is a real place. It's up on Lincoln there, right in Lincoln Square. There's a nice Greek restaurant across the street. That's pretty tasty. You can get a lovely sandwich there. They got plenty of mustard, sausages, meats.
Oh, they have
all
mustard
that.
there.
Yeah, plenty. Oh, so many mustards and cheeses.
Oh, cool.
What about
They got a
napkins?
nice rooftop deck. Napkins, they're pretty short on, unless you're getting a sandwich up top. I think they got a couple, depending on it. I think the rooftop, they're about to open that up.
They got a couple napkins up top.
Yeah, a couple 2-tree napkins.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All that mustard.
And, hey, speaking of sausages, we'll be talking about the Blue Jean Committee, which are a couple sausage workers, when we return on the Overtalking Podcast.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Helen Mirren, and you're watching Documentary Now, Season 50. Some rock bands endure for decades, others are gone in an instant. But every so often, that instant creates music that lasts forever. Please enjoy tonight's film, Gentle and Soft, the story of the Blue Jean Committee.
My name is Gene. I live in Chicago, and apparently you guys are interested in talking to me about the Blue Jean Committee.
Well, I'm Chicago born and bred. People always said I was a bit of a handful, which was probably a nice way of saying I was a little dickhead. My pop was the foreman at the old Vienna Beef Factory over on North Damon.
My parents both worked at Schwenke's Sausage and Rendering. That's where they met. Schwenke's is the best.
I think I am nailing this. What do you guys think? Is this going good so far?
Yeah, so anyways, is there like a next segment or...
And we're back on the Overtalking Podcast. I'm joined here by my cousin Eric and Lauren Showen.
Hello again.
Hey, Mike.
All right, so here's the time where we put 30 seconds on the clock for somebody to describe. Why don't you guys you'll describe it, but you alternate each word. Does that sound good?
Oh, perfect.
Each word,
Yep, each word. Lauren, we'll start with you, and your time starts now.
this,
is
about,
a
band,
that
is,
doing
California,
also
10 seconds.
has
5, 4,
a
2,
music.
1. And time. It's about a California band that does music.
yeah. We did it.
And that was time. You heard the buzzer there. I think you guys nailed that. And hey, really quick before we move on, is this what I sound like?
From what I remember, yeah, it sounds about right. I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
been
you
on
in a
the show in a
while.
while, and I'm trying to remember. I think this is what I sound like, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I think this is what you sound like.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
cool.
it's interesting. Your accent is a lot more consistent this time than it was the first time.
I was going to mention that too.
You know, I've been spending so much time in the city, you know, with each passing day, more and more Chicago in me. You know what I mean?
And sorry, you were born and raised here, right?
Born and raised here. That's right, baby.
Got it.
The
But
greatest city in the world.
your accent is still developing.
Yep. With each passing day, it gets better and better.
That's one way to
Like a
describe
fine
it.
wine. Or cheese.
Yeah. You were born and raised here. Whereabouts, actually?
Oh, you know, we moved around a bunch. Mostly on the north side, though.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah, I would say probably north of Diversey, west of, let's see here, west of Ashland, maybe east of Western, at least for the, a couple places, lived a couple different spots. We're actually looking to move right now, sort of surveying what's out there. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the market is crazy.
Did you say we?
Yeah, me and my betrothed.
Oh, Mike, I didn't know this.
Oh, do you not read the family chain emails? I thought I had sent an announcement to everybody.
Cousin Mike, this is a fantastic question that I actually would love to ask you. So is it just a thing in your family to wait as long as humanly possible to give huge information about life events just as late as possible to the ones that you love the most? Is that like a character flaw, or is that like some sort of tradition I don't know about?
And sometimes maybe not even telling them at all. Is that part of it?
No. What kind of psychopath would do that? You'd want to share the good news with all your loved ones as soon as it happens.
Yeah, okay. That's good. It's good to know that it doesn't it's not in the bloodline. It just seems to be.
Good to have that on record.
Why? Did that happen to somebody you know or something?
Yeah, somebody that I would consider very close to me. I guess the feeling isn't mutual, and that's fine. It was just a weird way to find out that, he got engaged and bought a house, and I just, sometimes it feels like you're left in the dust, but it's irrelevant. I guess it is, pretty relevant to this documentary, if you will. I think one of the two...
Way to bring it back there.
Well, one of the two bandmates really does feel left in the dust. We see this disparity between the guy who lives in Malibu and the guy who's still working at the meat factory, which I think there's no shame in that, right?
You're goddamn right. There's no shame at working at the sausage factory.
And you're right. There's two guys. There's the guy who lives in Malibu, and then the other guy who works in the sausage factory.
You cannot deny that there are those two guys.
There are two guys, and it needs to be said.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't mean to return to what you were saying, Lauren, but who was this person that didn't share the wonderful news? Maybe I know him. I'm kind of a popular guy around the city.
Yeah, You might say that it's one of the guys who said he was going to show up today and then, left us in the lurch. No, Ken's a pretty good guy. He's really outgoing, really funny.
Disagree?
Kind, caring, really loves me. And he makes that quite clear. So, yeah, I would say, kind of the other guy.
Who?
It's CJ.
My
CJ.
cousin. CJ got engaged?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, what? When did that happen?
I don't know, like 4 to 6 months ago, I think, at this point.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That guy's not very active on the family email chain. I tells you. What are we going to do with him? But that's great news. He got engaged. What kind of person would marry that guy? That's love to meet her one day.
Yeah, she settled for sure.
Hard agree.
It kind of seems like you're the only person active on the family email chain.
I have noticed that lately. It's been a little quiet. I just figured with the, the ever-looming global pandemic that people maybe didn't have a lot going on or a lot to share,
I think I'm remembering now, I don't ever see those emails because I think I blocked your email address at the router level. I'm so sorry. I can't even get in.
What was the reasoning for that?
Yeah.
What came
What
through?
was the reasoning for that?
Really just general nuisance. Not even really anything. Yeah, just kind of annoying. I mean,
Wow, it's pretty direct. You see your cousin there.
Not my email's annoying, right? You're not talking about mine. You just
no.
mean the chain in
Not
general?
talking about you, cousin Mike.
Okay.
But how have you been? Yeah, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm still killing it at the sausage game. They kind of call me the Sausage King of Chicago. It's a little nickname that's going around the office.
Who calls you that?
Oh, coworkers. You got Barb. She's there. She calls me that. She's probably retiring soon, though. Barb.
Star. Star's there.
Barb and Star. They're big fans of me. I love them too. they really know how to make that meat, if you know what I mean.
I don't. I
No.
sure
Oh, no?
don't.
Maybe that's just a colloquialism from the sausage shop.
Yuck.
Is that a byproduct or something?
Yeah, we have to throw that part out. You don't put that in the sausage.
What was it again?
Colloquialism.
Oh, and it's good to hear that there are things that you throw out there in the factory. Sort of thought
Yeah,
it was a catch-all.
just about everything can go in the sausage, but there's a couple 2-3 things that you don't include in there.
Got it.
Listen, I know we're supposed to be talking about this mockumentary, but
I think you mean documentary.
No.
About the band, the Blue Jean Committee.
Right, the show's called Documentary Now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just to be clear, it is a fake document. It is a mockumentary. It has actors in it. This band isn't real. It's a fake documentary.
You know that,
I mean,
right, Mike?
Lauren, they're on Spotify. I can listen to their songs. It feels like a real band to me. That's a little insulting that you don't consider them a real band.
Something can feel real and not be real. I don't want to burst any bubbles here, but I need you to tell me that you understand that it is a fake documentary.
It's really important to both of us that you explicitly say that you understand.
I understand that it's a 2-part documentary introduced by none other than Helen Mirren talking about the amazing Chicago rock band, the Blue Jean Committee.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I also just want to say a band being on Spotify has no bearing on the legitimacy of that band. And completely unrelated, check out Things Are Fun on Spotify.
I heard of that band. They're great.
Yeah, you can kind of just put anything on there.
And it's extremely profitable, right?
Yeah, you guys definitely make money on there, right? You're not actively losing money to have your songs hosted on Spotify?
No, it definitely doesn't cost money to host our songs there.
Huh.
No.
Interesting.
Good. That seems like a great business model.
Yeah. Sustainable.
To charge the artists to host their songs on there and to pay them fractions of a penny.
Cousin Mike, I would love to ask you, as a Chicago native and a
That's me.
sausage factory worker, I would love to know if you feel that they appropriately and properly represented these sausage factories throughout the mockumentary.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, wow.
Again, I think you misspoke there. You said you're using that M word, that documentary.
Let's move on from it,
but
Mike.
Yes, they accurately portrayed the sausage workers in this excellent documentary. Yes. Should we play a clip?
Sure.
Yeah.
One clip that I was a big fan of, Eric, when you were asking about where I lived, was sort of near this studio that was mentioned in this documentary. I don't live far from there, and can give you a glimpse. I don't want to give away my address, but maybe this will give you a little hint of where I'm living these days.
The original Capstone Studios was opened in 1967, at the corner of Clyburn and Halsted.
No, it was Halsted and North.
No, it was right there where Clyburn does that little jog. It's where it's FedEx Kinko's now.
FedEx Kinko's is 1 block up on Halsted and Clyburn. We were 1 block down on Halsted and North, where the Boston Market is now.
There's not a Boston Market at the corner of Clyburn and
not
North.
now, no, but there was one, and now it's a Panera Bread Corporation.
The Panera Bread is at the corner of Clyburn and Halsted, and that is a fact. Case closed. Next subject.
I mean, I hate to, fault these two excellent Chicagoans, but they're both wrong. There's no Boston Market or a Panera Bread Co. there.
What's there now?
Well, at the corner of Clyburn and Halsted, we all know it is, of course, a Starbucks, if you can believe that.
Oh, God.
Well, that's too bad, or something.
That's
right near the old IO Performance Center, where I saw one of your wonderful shows.
Oh.
That's neat. Have you
Rest in peace.
Have you ever dabbled in comedy yourself?
Yeah, what brought you out to a comedy show?
No, I don't think I'm made for that. I mean, this is as close as I get, being on this podcast.
No, that's a shame. Anybody can learn.
I feel like I'm learning right now just being around you. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, or weird. Either one. Yeah, for sure. What was your favorite song in this mockumentary? Question for both of you.
Yeah, Eric, what was your favorite song?
I was going to say, Mike, take it away.
I mean, it's hard to fault their number one song, the Catalina Breeze.
Is that what it was called?
I think so.
Interesting.
Well, you have the Spotify pulled up, right? I mean, you should just know, right?
Yeah, it was Catalina Breeze. Is that what I said?
That is what you said. Yes.
Off their titular album, Catalina Breeze.
Interesting. And what do you think about the fact that they started as a true Chicago blues band and then basically, for lack of a better word, sold out and decided that because California rock was the most popular music at the time, they just sort of flipped the switch?
I'm not too happy about that part. That's kind of where, I was a big fan of these guys in part one, real Chicago heroes. And then, then Clark kind of, I think he wants to, he's all about the Benjamins, wants to get some coin, as they say. And yeah, they do kind of sell out. It's kind of disheartening. It's cool to see them sort of reunite at their Hall of Fame inductee, which, wow, what a big honor. Never been myself. Lauren, you're from Ohio. Ever been Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I have not. Ohio's a big state.
You did live a couple blocks away from it, though, right?
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, the distance was irrelevant.
Huh?
Yeah, I just, it's a personal vendetta thing. I don't really want to get into it, frankly.
Do you disagree with their Hall of Fame inductee because they were sellouts?
I don't know if I disagree because they were sellouts. I think I mostly disagree because it's a fake documentary.
It's actually a fake band as well.
Correct. And also it's actors. Songs are fake. And the plot is fake. And the entire thing is... The hair, if nothing else, should be a dead giveaway.
Did you recognize those guys' faces from anything else?
You're into comedy. Those are... The two main characters are two of the most famous comedy actors that are alive today.
Now that you mention it, you think I would have recognized them being in the sausage community. That if these are also fellow two sausage workers, that I would have seen them around.
Nope, that's not what we're saying.
Yeah, I think you got to
stop you right there
saying that kind of thing.
I guess I'm not. You guys are seeing some metaphor or something in the documentary that I'm not picking up on, or
did you ever maybe turn on the TV to a low number channel on Saturday night around like 11:30, 11:35?
No, absolutely not. I gotta be at the sausage factory at like 5 a.m. the next day. No way I'm staying up that late.
Well, you worked the morning shift at the sausage factory.
I did at the Vienna Beef Factory. Yeah, morning shift for sure.
Well, what do you work now?
More of a normal, still early-ish, like a 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Oh, so you went from working 5 a.m. Now you work at 6 a.m.
Yep.
Big change in your schedule.
That's normal now.
Yeah, extra hour of sleep does wonders for you, I tell you what.
I bet.
You might even be able to stay up late and watch a show on Saturday night, especially because you probably don't work the next day.
Is there one that you would recommend?
I think if you just channel surf on those low numbers, like I said, you might find something interesting, especially if this was like 8 or 9 years ago.
Especially if it were 8 or 9 years ago. I don't even know that it's worth turning the TV on now, if I'm honest.
True.
I mean, I don't know about you twos, but I don't have a time machine.
Sure. Can I ask, where did you watch this mockumentary?
Documentary? It was on Netflix, like all the good documentaries these days.
Interesting. But you're worried about turning back time? There's a huge backlog of television from all eras on Netflix.
Yeah, like Cheers and those kind of shows. And yeah,
like Cheers.
I hear they got Seinfeld these days.
And so when you got to the end of that second episode of this mockumentary...
Heartbroken.
And it said something like, next episode.
Any
Well, this
thoughts
one's actually
about-
the end of the season, so I don't know there is no next episode.
Shit. God. Well, it probably rolled into season 2, right?
Yeah, not mine. I put it away. That was enough TV time. I'm only allotted so much each day.
By whom?
My betrothed.
Your fiance controls how much television you watch?
You know, she's looking out for the best of me, and so it's kind of like we each get an hour or so a day. It's kind of my wind down routine. Get back from the meat factory or now, Gene's sausage shop. Shower off that meat smell and then pop on the boob tube for an hour or so.
Don't call it that.
Please do not call it that.
Oh.
An hour of TV a day, that's actually the perfect time to watch a certain show on Saturday night. You even maybe could get away with, because it kind of goes into the next day. You could kind of, I don't know if your hours roll over, but
wait, it's the next day, but they call it Saturday night?
Sorry, can you pronounce that again?
Yeah, what show did you say?
Saturday night.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard an H in there for some reason.
Saturday night.
That's so interesting. I'm not from Chicago. I'm from Ohio, as previously mentioned. I live very near the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Your Chicago accent is so interesting to me.
That's what these guys were telling me last time I was on. I of course don't hear it myself because it's just my natural speaking voice. But
Yeah, it's so staccato, and yet it flows in and out, like it comes and goes.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know that it was necessarily a compliment. It was just more like commentary.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I will take any tips between you and me, because I'm really trying to prove to Ken and CJ that I can do this and maybe take over the show one day or something like that.
Well,
so
2 things about that. One, they have vocal coaches, and 2, you could start your own podcast.
It seems like so much work, though. I mean, these guys already have an up and running, very, very successful podcast.
I mean, it seems like you already got all the gear, and you showed up. You knew to show up without us even telling you about it. It seems like you're kind of 80% of the way there already.
Yeah, well, I have had a lot of time to practice because I don't know if you know this, but the last time I was on was September 30th of 2020.
Oh, I definitely remember. I was there. I don't know. Yeah, Cousin Mike. We did that episode together.
Yeah, you were there. It was great. I had a blast.
Was that one planned, or was that one sprung on you much like this one?
I don't remember, actually.
I mean, for me, it was definitely planned. They asked me, CJ specifically asked me to be on.
No, I'm remembering now. It was definitely sprung on me. I had a really violent, upsetting reaction when I heard he was coming on the podcast.
And where can I ask? I know maybe it's not appropriate, and we can cut this out. But I'm just wondering, where does all of that animosity come from? Was this something in your childhood, or did you? I don't know. Why? He seems like an okay. I mean, he's a unique person, but I'm just wondering. I'm wondering why you had such a visceral reaction to seeing your own blood on the screen.
Yeah,
I thought you were just sick that day or something. Weren't feeling well.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that's true. Whatever I told you was the case then, that is true. I didn't lie about that.
I'm not sure that you said anything, if I'm honest. I listened back to that podcast just because, a little research. And I don't think that you said anything about it. It sort of came around at the end of the episode that you were like, okay, it's okay that he's here, I guess. I'm just wondering, did he steal a toy from you at age 6 or...
You know how when family members kind of get on your nerves and to an outsider, it's like, okay, that's no big deal, maybe a little annoying, but you kind of extrapolate that out 30 some odd years over and over and over again. And it causes you to sometimes block someone's email at the router level. I don't know what to say.
And do you share similar feelings for your brother, for instance? Do you guys get along, or do you also have CJ blocked at the router level?
Mike, so I think we have a segment now, right?
Yeah, I think this is where normally we throw to trivia.
Yeah, let's move it along, I think.
Yeah, okay. And actually, so Ken and CJ told me, Lauren, that you were going to have trivia. Is that right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I actually, while you guys were, talking about the boring stuff, I came up with a couple of questions.
All right, well, you know what that means. It's time for...
Hey, did you know that? Wonderful.
Okay, Mike, I gotta say...
Hey, you know that? That's my version.
Mike, do you know that? I was literally about to say, you're doing a really good job, and then you came in with that, and I'll just keep my mouth shut. All right, Lauren, let's do it.
All right. I just want to be clear that I don't want to get involved in any of this drama. That I like this family overall, both sides. Okay. These questions are definitely well researched, so if they're incorrect, that's on you. I was trying to really lean into our special guest, I guess. Who is the guest here, really? These questions are meant to be lobs for Cousin Mike.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, these should be pretty easy for you. Let's start off with an easy one. What sausage casings made of now?
Oh, usually lamb intestine.
That is your final answer. That is the most common casing for most sausages now.
I'm going to say goat intestine.
Okay, that is no point to either of you.
Huh.
The correct answer is collagen.
This sounds like some weird hippy dippy new sausages that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, or just ones that, are approved by the FDA. Either or.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so like vegan, probably.
Moving on. Question number 2. The word sausage is based on the Latin root meaning what?
Sauce.
Aged.
Ooh, much closer. The answer is salt.
Ah.
We do put salt in sausage. That makes sense.
What are some other ingredients in sausage?
Meat.
That's it. Meat and salt?
Meat, salt. And then that's where we get kind of clever if you want to have some of these new wave hippy dippy sausages. Probably put collagen in there or whatever.
I don't think
some
the
impossible meat.
Collagen doesn't go in it. I think that's whatever. Anyway, this last question: what is the current world record for most sausages? Sausages, not hot dogs, eaten in 1 minute.
Oh,
it's lower than you think. It's lower than I thought.
Well, I mean, my coworker Gary can pound a couple 2-3 dozen, so probably like at least 36.
Closest without going over.
I'm gonna guess 70.
Okay, I'm going to give you both a second chance to guess. You guys have eaten even one sausage before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try one a day, I think. Okay? Do you know who you're talking to?
Okay, so in 1 minute, do you think you could eat a single sausage?
Yeah. With my hands tied behind my back.
That is extremely graphic. Okay. Well, if neither of you are going to guess again, I'm just going to tell you that the answer is 10.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Less than I thought.
I had 10 sausages for breakfast today. So.
Is that why you're sweating so much?
I'm pretty sure Gary knocked back like 12 yesterday, so they need to reevaluate that record, I think. Come over to Chicago and then do the record.
It is a woman or a person named Lee, I believe, in the UK. So.
Limey bastard, huh?
Oh, they got those little bangers over there. Those aren't sausages.
That's not even a sausage. What, are they washing it down with warm beer? Get out of here.
Feel free to challenge the record on your own time. That's not why we're here.
All right, I'm tallying up the score here. I think we're at 0-0.
It's a barn burner.
That's it. That's all the questions I got for you. I am embarrassed, mostly for Mike, but also for Eric.
Yeah, not my best showing.
Not your worst either.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, what do you say, folks? Is it time for our ratings?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that's part of this.
Yeah, I guess.
Ratings. Was that good? Should I take that again?
Yeah, let's try one more
right.
for safety.
Ratings! Some panache.
It's going to be fun to edit.
Yeah, I think I spiked there a little bit.
You sure did.
All right, one more. Ratings.
Oh, nope.
No,
Nope.
too quiet.
No?
You got to hit the T a little harder. That one sounded a little different in my headphones.
Ratings?
Yeah,
That better?
Perfect.
It's different for sure.
It is different. I want to give them options, you know?
Yeah.
Them?
Ken and CJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do edit it together. Yeah.
Will be evaluating my performance, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Yep. They both put in equal amount of work in editing the podcast.
Real 50-50 partnership.
Got him.
Yikes.
Damn. All right, Laura, why don't we start with you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this documentary for you?
I was pleasantly surprised. Knowing that it is a mockumentary, I think that they put a lot of effort into.
I misspoke again. It's documentary.
I didn't actually.
Okay.
I think that the fake songs and the absolutely horrendous wigs were just an absolute joy to watch. I actually typically don't care for either of those two comedic actors on their own. They're just, I don't know why. I guess I hate talented people. But out of 10, 7.
Nice.
If you hate talented people, then why are you such a frequent guest on this show? You know what I mean?
I stand by what I said.
Okay. Cousin Eric, for you.
Well, this documentary is fake. It's a work of fiction. Just kind of want to be as explicit about that as possible. And
I don't understand what you guys are...
because it's a work of fiction, I thought it was cool.
Why? I watched it. Does stuff happen? I can listen to their song.
I like all the references to Chicago.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Hey.
That was probably my favorite part. Sometimes they'd say a name of a street that I've been on before. That was really exciting.
Clyburn,
Dabin.
Goethe.
Goethe. Wow. Look at that. That's like a Chicago native right there.
That's me.
So because of all that stuff, I'll give it a 6.
Wow, okay, because it really seems like you were listing a bunch of positive traits. And then to give it a 6. Interesting.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. All right, now I really want to get this part right, so here we go. For me.
Wow, that was good.
Can we get one more, just a little higher pitch?
One more? Okay.
Like an octave
higher
up?
pitched. Octave up, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm channeling Clark, the falsetto, very phallic and manly.
Good reference.
Clark, okay. For me.
It was a little more Kermity than I expected, but I guess that'll be fine.
For me.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. See, you should have your own podcast where you do, I don't know, anything else.
Mike, this is great. This is all really great stuff. You really got to be putting this somewhere.
That's really nice of you to say. Why is there so many
Okay. For now, though, why don't we just stick to the script and what's your rating?
songs about rainbows?
Oh, dear.
Okay.
For me, this is a documentary about a Chicago band that their songs rock. They rock hard. You know what I mean? Such as guys, those are my people. So obviously, this is getting a 10.
Wow. Hitting the music sting for yourself. Real cool stuff.
Yeah!
He's really kind of coming into his own. I don't know. Maybe kind of coming around on Cousin Mike.
That's interesting because I have gone the other direction.
I came prepared. I told you. I want to make this count. I want to prove to the guys that I got what it takes,
I'm glad one of us was able to come prepared. It would have really been nice to have a heads up.
Yeah.
I usually do this podcast as a favor. I mean, it ends up being kind of fun. But
Yeah, sometimes.
boy, I just a lot of curveballs today, huh? Eric, huh?
Yeah, definitely was not my typical experience on this podcast. Yeah. So
CJ's been on
And
my
that
shit
was
list for
better.
a while, if I'm honest. And at this point, I don't know what's going on.
it's hard to come back from this, I think.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Anytime. Always a pleasure.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Lauren, why don't we start with you? You got anything to plug there? I know you got that wonderful Instagram account I follow. I'm a follower.
Ooh, me too.
Was not aware of that. Okay. Yes, I have an Instagram where I draw silly pictures called Showen Can't Draw. I'm writing a book this year. I'm 40% of the way through. I'm very excited about that, and no one will ever be allowed to read it. But I could use all the motivation and support that I can get. So thanks a bunch.
Big ol' hell yeah to that.
Yeah. Cousin Mike, any words of wisdom for a book writer?
I would love to hear what Cousin Mike has to say about being an author.
You know, I am a learned individual. I read mostly just manuals of how to work the machinery at the factory. You got to be careful. Safety is important. I would say me, a working class blue collar guy, you just got to buckle down and do it. You know, no one's gonna do it but you. So keep it up.
Thanks. Surprisingly helpful. Thank you.
Not bad. I was bracing myself for something
Could have done
much
without
worse.
the first part about the manuals and stuff, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Could have got right to the point there, but yeah.
Could have. It's not really his thing, you know?
Very true.
My cousin Eric, a.k.a. Brother Eric, what do you want to plug?
Not much to plug. I just started
You
a new
did mention
job.
the band you can find on Spotify.
Yeah, so check out Things Are Fun on Spotify. A legitimate real band, actually, in this case. You can also check out Fear, Smoking on Instagram, Bandcamp. I put out a very, very desperate plea last time I was on the pod for people to follow my Instagram, and I got a whopping 0 followers. So maybe keep that up. Keep me humble. Don't follow
That's
me.
fear and then the word, comma, and then the word smoke.
Correct. Yes.
Got it. Just to make it clear for our listeners.
Yeah. Check that out. Otherwise, peace and love.
I got a regular Ringo here.
Ringo.
From Liverpool. That's great. Hope to see you soon in the city. Can't wait for you to make the trip here, move here permanently.
Yeah, and just kind of hoping that you'll be out of town whenever I make it up there. We'll see.
Yeah, me too, so I don't have to help you move in.
Never in a million years would I ask you to help me move in.
Yeah, I do have I'm usually sore after a full day's work. Don't think I'd be any help anyway.
You usually get
last
sore
time-
after doing stuff? That's interesting. Sorry, what?
It's a lot of manual labor. Yeah, that's right. Lifting things,
And
pulling
manual
things.
reading. Am I right? Ladies?
Eric, last time you helped me out with this, where should people follow us?
Oh, God. Well, you can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod.
And where can they call or text the show?
USA Cat 1591.
Hey, you got there, folks.
Is that right?
That is right.
Yes!
You can, of course, email the show at overtalkingpod@gmail.com. Go to the website, overtalkingpod.party. You can type in the word Cousin Mike, pull up episode 171 from September 30th of 2020.
That's a good one. Also, don't
That's a good
forget,
one.
they spending no money on advertising.
Thank you so much. We spending the money. So you like the show, go tell a friend. And actually, I know this normally only happens when Ken and CJ are here, but I don't know. Eric, careful. Look behind you.
Ah! Fuck!
The Overtalking Overlords are here.
Jesus.
That you as the host can canonically now see them.
Yeah, this is
Both of
terrifying. I'm
you.
in my own home.
How do
Yeah.
they know where I live?
They have their ways. We don't know how they show up, but they show up at the end of every single episode to remind me, to remind you, to do all the things we already said. If you like the show, tell a friend. That'd be great.
Oh,
And they're gone.
yeah, they're gone. Jesus. Okay.
It's really polite of them to not interrupt recording.
Yeah, they really only come to just poke their bony finger in Ken's back, just to really remind him to get with it.
Interesting. I guess they know that all the ad revenue from this show goes to rent, so they don't want to
Well,
interrupt.
as you know, we spend the money.
Yeah, they have a financial stake in this podcast being successful, so I think they're respectful, which is nice.
Yeah, that Porpo is a real stickler. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, don't get me started on that guy.
We won't. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was edited and produced by me. Special thanks to my brother Eric and Lauren Showen for tolerating Cousin Mike. I gotta love that guy, though. The wonderful music you're hearing now was created by the talented Justin Peters. You can check out the rest of his work at justinpeters.bandcamp.com. We'll see you next week. Bye!